Hey everybody, it's time for art. So today I thought I'd share with you a different type of artist style. As you know, through the ages, there were different types of art. And one of the arts that came out around World War II was called Surrealism. And it was like, you know, how sometimes people rebel against the system, of course. So surrealism was, in my opinion, and other people could have a different opinion, kind of bucks the art system. So they were kind of like, this is so. In fact, Salvador Dali, who's one of the most famous, and I admire him greatly, actually sold Yoko Ono, who is John Lennon's ex-wife, from the Beatles, a blade of grass for $10,000 because he was very famous at the time and he thought of it as a prank, but also kind of the absurdity that somebody would actually spend that kind of money. So it's kind of interesting. So I really wanted to introduce this to you guys before the end of the year because I think it's still exists today. It's in a lot of our culture. It offers an element of surprise. And so let's take a visual look at this. And we're going to be looking today at Salvador Dali and doing a little art project on him. There's many pictures of this amazing artist. I'm gonna share my screen here. But what is so cool is I found this picture of him. He's known for his iconic mustache, but check it out. It's in an infinity symbol. I think that's pretty cool. And he always reminded me of Walt Disney, which brings me to, he actually collaborated with Walt Disney. Apparently there's a small picture, a little bit disturbing looking, right? I don't know if it's Mickey Mouse on drugs. I don't know. It says Dali greatly admired Walt Disney, and he called him the great American surrealist. A mutual I can't talk tonight. Admiration led to a cartoon called Destino, which is about a 6-minute film. So this is a picture from that film. So you can look that up. I haven't done it. This is a very famous piece of surreal art. Kirby Kendrick did this. This I think is kind of interesting. This was one of the founders. Rene Magritte was in France, was one of the top original surreal artists. And this, if you read French, it says, it's a mockery. It says, this is not a pipe. So they enjoyed exploring the destruction of language. Although simple triggers startling thoughts, his mixing of text with visuals was quite revolutionary at the time and inspired many conceptual artists in the late 20th century. So this is not a pipe. So he's just kind of making people question things, right? This is a very famous artist. You'll see his work all over. I believe it's a man. I could be wrong. First name is Joan, which I think is John, but I could be wrong. Moreau. I've always known Moreau. My cousins have a couple of prints of his, I believe. So this he did hallucinations that hunger would produce. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So enough of that. I also have more to show you, but today what I think we're gonna do is jump on in. There is a small video if you have time and you wanna watch it at the end. I do have a small video on surrealism if you'd like to watch that. Oh, hi again. I forgot to press the right button. So let's get drawing. I passed out a form for you guys. One of the first ones I've done all year because I don't want to make art or anything more complicated for your teachers than it already is. I know you guys see them every day. It's tough. So I want to make sure we do this right together. So actually, before we get started with this share screen, one other thing I want to show you, might take me a second to find, is I also had, let's see, maybe it's on my website already. Hang on here. Hang on, hang on. So I want to show you this famous Salvador Dali painting, because otherwise you might not have ever seen it. And then I'm telling you about this. Oh, I forgot to show you guys these. These are so amazing. So look at how much he looks like Walt Disney there, isn't it? It's cool. There. Okay, so this is one of his most famous paintings. Oh, I didn't put the title here, but it's Melting Clocks and about time. And what he would do, which I think is so interesting, I love what he would do, was he would fall asleep. And he'd sit in a chair before he'd get painting. And here, I'm going to leave you with this image for you to start looking at. So I want you guys to look at this image really closely as I talk. So he would sit in a chair and get sleepy. And when he'd start to fall asleep, he would have a coin in his hand. And so when he got to a dream state, he'd drop the coin, and then he'd know it was time to paint. So that's why his paintings look so dreamy. But take a look at this. Oh my gosh, at first look, you think it's just an ugly painting of two old people. But my goodness, there are two people in here, in their eyes. It's their mouth. There's a girl as his ear back here. And then look at the cup, the chalice cup that kind of can turn into a 3D image here. So I'm sure I'm missing some things. Her earring is a bottle. I would love to find out what he thought of this. And then this one is really cool too. I'm gonna shrink it back down. At first, it just looks like this ugly guy, and you're like, ew, this is an ugly painting. But no, it's a total trick of, there's a man here. Look at, that's his face and his beard, and his arm is the nose. His beard curves down here, or is this his little shawl? And then this lady with a baby for his ear. And this is the ruffles, is like his shirt, and this dog sleeping in the street is like his hand. And I'm sure I'm missing so much. Here's the lady's face back here. So keep, these are up on my website if you want to take a look. I just find them absolutely fascinating. So here you go. So those are some Salvador Dali images. I don't think you'll ever forget him or forget the what you'll do today. So let's take a look and pull out your worksheet for a surrealist clock. And we'll do this together. It looks really hard. I'm gonna struggle in front of you with you. We can do this together. And I need a light. And maybe we can zoom in a little bit. All right, so I do have this sheet that I will also have for you. It won't be colored like this because I don't have access to a color printer, but gridding is a way that a lot of artists use, whether you want to project your art or you want it to be in the right, like it takes one form and you can move it and make a grid. Like we all could do our own piece of this, each one of us, and put it all together, and it would all work together. So what you want to do is look at block by block. So there's actually nothing in this block. This block at this intersection, so it's a little bit low, has the little screw for the clock right here. Okay, and then the alarm. So what's fun about this, or challenging about this project, is the what you're trying to do is it manipulates the grid to make it surreal. So it's a little bit more difficult than the typical, what was I gonna say? The typical gridding, because it's surreal. So here we go. So I'm gonna pull this top. You can go ahead, you don't have to follow me. I'm just gonna go nice and slow and try to talk through this a little bit so that, see, I'd wanna put the bell over here, but if I look here, I know that it doesn't begin in there at all. In fact, the only thing that touches it is way here, and then the this bell here. And we can look at this example here. So it's saying the bell should go all the way down to the bottom and then back up and around, and then would have that, right? So, and then this clock comes down and whoops over here, does a little whoopy whoop. All right. The circle thing is a little bit skewed here. Oops, that's a little high. And I think I need some music. And so because it's a regular grid, it will just be straight, but it's turning. So we're gonna make it turn with the grid. And this circle, look at how it goes. It follows this, it goes all the way to this square here. And then it follows that pattern nice and low. Now it comes into this square right here, cuts into it here, meets down here, and then this is the last square at the bottom. So it goes way down here. And then these are that final one. So that's gonna only cut through here and here. We'll just try to do your best. It's not gonna be perfect, but it'll be a melting clock in the proper proportions. So kind of like Dolly's clock. So it's just a exercise for your mind and your hand-eye coordination to, so see, I was doing that wrong when I looked at my cheat sheet over here. The 12 actually starts in this particular quadrant down here. So I'll put that in the hand, and it goes to a circle here. And this is pointing to the 3. Now it doesn't, the 3 isn't way out here, so I made this a little too long. And I'll move my 3 back here. And you can look at how the 3 fits, what the shape is, like Miss Paulson is doing right now. So we can look at this and it'll have, it's kind of like a flat 3 here. Okay, and then the 4 comes in right in the middle. The 5 is on this grid here. So it falls into the top part, crosses through that, comes down here and touches the lid there, that line, not lid. And the 6 is all jumbled way down here. So almost in the final. There's 6. 7 is all messed up. It's down here, and it's totally part of the melt right there. So the 8 is over here, falling. The 9 is gonna fall right in this line here. And the 10 is bigger, it's like blown up. And the 11 comes up here. I'm not even looking at these anymore because it just makes it too complicated. So you can do what I'm doing and just kind of look at the main, this main page here. So the rim of the clock is now what I'm drawing. But these things, why you do exercises like this is it helps your hand-eye connection to work better together. The more you train your eye and Another quick experiment we'll do is there's also you can draw upside down. You can draw figures upside down and see things better. So you also might want to go in with the details and draw the clocks. But so now this is how you would do a melting clock like Salvador Dali. Take a look at his little feet of the clock here. They're cute. They have a lot of personality. This one is all messed up over here. Okay, so you could go ahead if you enjoyed that. Probably not, but maybe you did. Hope you enjoyed learning about Salvador Dali. Man, I love that man. And oh, actually, we're out of time, so we're not going to have time to draw upside down. But what I'll do is I'll post that on my website in case that's something you would like to learn how to do. Let's do one more thing. Let me see. Did I have one more thing to share? I don't know that I do. I think I got excited thinking that I did, but I think I've shown you all my cards on surreal art. So let's end our session with, we'll go back to sharing here. We'll go back to taking a look at these cool Salvador Dali images that I wasn't really fond of when I was a kid, but I don't think I hate how that works. But I don't think I had a teacher that explained it to me that I was excited about it. And look at the street light. Actually, it looks like his shirt, right? So like if you squint your eyes, everybody with me, squint your eyes and look at the picture and you'll see it all fades, all those details. That's actually a trick that artists will do to try to help them paint, is they'll actually squint their eyes to make sure that they're capturing the light, the dark, and the basic shapes of the images. So this one we didn't quite analyze. It's like a harlequin looking kind of clown, old-fashioned one, right? She's got like kind of like a birthday hat. They're celebrating some champagne. Oh, and the teeth, look at the teeth are wine glasses, right? So the more you look at these surreal paintings, some of them, the more you understand them. And what a hoot this man was. Oh, I know what I wanted to share with you. He, you know, those Spanish candies, even to this day, let me see. Let's do this really quick. Hang with me. Dali Chupa Chups. Is that what they're called? He actually designed their logo that they use today. So when you see this in the store, you'll know that Salvador Dali himself actually designed that logo for him and said you better put it on everything because that's their brand. So really cool. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about surreal artists. I always enjoy sharing these things with you guys. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed art today, learning about surrealism, and hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And I will see you next week for, I'm hoping to start an Earth Day project. If not, the following week is Earth Day week, and we'll be doing that because I think it's really important for us to celebrate the Earth. And I'm trying to come up with something that maybe we can do together. We'll see. So take care for now and enjoy, be good, enjoy life, live where things are getting better, and be good to each other, be kind. Take care. Bye for now.